everybody, Shakita Taylor here. As you guys already know, I'm on this journey, on this mission to make sure that women who have experienced divorce don't stay stuck or confused, that we get over that, go through the process, and come out on the other side the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about being petty. And it's very interesting because I've had this conversation several times in the last couple days. So I just wanted to come on and talk about it, get some feedback, let you know my thoughts. Before I do, so y'all, my hair is slicked down to my head. I completely forgot that I was supposed to be doing a Facebook Live today. So I did not curl my hair or anything. I was just going to be working in the office today. But I'm going to be real and vulnerable. It is what it is. Like some days I wake up and I don't feel like doing that. And so today I did not. So this is me just being my real, authentic, true self. Sometimes I don't want to curl my hair. So I did. There you go. But I did put a little bit of lipstick on. I kind of ate it off though. But, okay. So earlier this week I talked to, actually I think I had 2 or 3 separate conversations about being petty and how being petty when it comes to like your ex or if you're going through a separation or divorce to the person that you'll soon be your ex, and about how it temporarily like feels good to like make that little jab or that little punch or that little comment or do the thing, but ultimately like, is it worth it? So I actually went and Googled to see like what kind of petty stuff that people do. And the shade is real. So a lot of the stuff that I saw, it's just so ridiculous. And it was easy to see how ridiculous it was in other people, but not as easy to see how ridiculous it is for me. Because I wish I could say that I'm above it all and I don't do anything petty, but that's just not true. So a couple of the things that I saw had to do with like taking items. The worst example I saw was this woman admitted that the most petty thing she did was after a separation, she took all the toilet paper and all the remote controls. That is a whole new level of petty. But at the end of the day, like what have you accomplished? Like, what have you accomplished? Those things can be replaced. And so that's something that I want you to think of is like when you're doing something that is the pettiest of the petties, like what are you accomplishing? Like truly, are you getting back at that person? Or are you really drinking poison expecting the other person to die? If you don't know what petty is and what that means, the dictionary definition of it is something that is of very little importance or trivial. The opposite of petty is important, major, serious. So if you are doing things, saying things, making comments, expending all of this energy to stuff that are in the grand scheme of life is of very little importance, you petty, sis. You petty. Now, some of us, all of us have moments where we experience it, but I want to challenge you this week to really tap into that and tap into not only when you are being petty, but why? Why? Could it be that you still are experiencing a level of hurt and you feel out of control, that doing and saying petty things keeps you with a sense of control or a sense of self-importance? And if that's the case, why? Why? What can you do, or what is missing out of your life, out of your heart? What hurt have you not been able to release that it still requires you to want to hurt the other person or inconvenience, or in some situations just tick them off? Like, what is going on within you that is something that drives you or makes you excited. One of the people I was talking to about this, who will remain nameless, gave me an incident about attending an event because she knew that her ex would not like her there. And my question is, why? Like, are you going to that event because it is something you desire to do? You want to go. It is important to you. It will bring you joy or happiness. There are people you want to be around. If the answer to the question is no, then you are literally inconveniencing yourself to make sure someone else is inconvenienced. That makes no sense. What about if you show up and they don't come? Or what about if you show up and they don't care? So at what point do you step back and decide that instead of trying to do something to harm someone else, instead what I'm going to do is examine my head, examine my heart, and proceed and do things that I enjoy, things that serve me well, things that are good for my mental health, things that are good for my children, things that are good for my physical body, instead of I'm going to do things to get back at someone else. Sis, like, move on. Move on. Let's go forward. Let's move on. Let's be our best selves and not even exert the mental and emotional energy on someone else, on trying to harm or inconvenience someone else. So today's tip, tea, whatever you want to call it, is stop being petty. Hope y'all have a good day. Love you.